Hey everybody, this is Bob, Delta 69 Lima for Paw Productions. We've had a bunch of requests over the last few months that people wanted to see how I make some of my tarps or asking about them. Well, I'm going to show you quickly what's involved and how to make them so you can save yourself some money, and hopefully that money you can put towards better preparations or some better gear for you. The reason why I chose to go with the tarps or the silnylon stuff is, one, it's extra light. Usually on average like a 5x8 or a 6x8, depending on the cut, you're gonna run, sub 8 ounces all the time, and they're gonna pack up really small. Like if you watch the gear comparison video, I show like an 8x10 or whatever that's on there, and it only weighs 10 ounces. So the fabric we're using today, or what I've been mostly using lately, is this green. It's a 1.2 ounce silnylon. Picked it up at Wally Mart in their dollar bin section area there in the craft section. You can find other fabrics. You don't need to settle just on this real lightweight stuff. You can get some of the taffetas, or the 1.5 ounce, or you can, and even 1.9 ounce. There's all kinds of stuff you can make. With the 1.9 ounce, you can actually make your own hammock. There's designs for all that online and everything. But that's what we got today. When you go and you want to make your tarp, what you want to do is you want to figure out how big you want to go. If it's your first time doing it, I suggest you go, try to make a solo tarp. That'll be the easiest. Is a 5 foot by 8 foot. Most of the bolts you're going to get from Walmart are 60 inches, so they're 5 foot. If you make it 8 foot long, that gives you a little buffer on each end. If you're 6 foot tall for your gear, you don't get a lot of splash black if it's raining, etc. Plus, you also don't have to run any center seams or learn any kind of fancy, French seams and stuff like that. You just turn around and you hem your edges and slap on your tie outs and you're done. Which is what I'm going to show you today. This one we're making is actually a really small solo. It's only like a 5.5 by 5.5. It's going to be made to set up like in a arrowhead or like a flying diamond or whatever. That way it's pretty much set up. You have 360-degree view if you got your head at one end or the other. It's not going to be the best for heavy storms and stuff, but it's being made for a line 2 rig to be worn in a chest rig. So it's got there's not a lot of real estate to shove it in this rig, so that's why this one's being made so small. It'll give enough to keep you out of the elements, so you can always sit underneath of it if you have to instead of laying down. Again, you got to think about what you're using your tarp for. It's gonna pretty much determine how you're going to your design and everything. So anyway, what we have here is I've already started an edge here. This is like our one outer edge, and what you'll do is you can see where I've already got it started here. Let me make sure you can before I get too complicated here. Let me see, get it down here so I can explain that. After you cut your fabric, you're going to want to hem your outer edge, and the easiest way to do that is you're going to take it. Let me get you angled down here so you can see what's going on. Again, I apologize for the angles and everything. You're going to take it, you're going to roll it over one time. Alright? Then you're going to roll it over again. And what this does is now your cut edge, it's not going to fray. I hope you guys can see that. So your corner will now look like this. Let me see, make sure I got it on camera. There you go. Your corner should be like this. You'll end up sewing right down the middle here, which is what we got set up on the machine right now. Also in a picture you can kind of see part of my webbing. This is what I use for my tie-outs. This is just gross grain ribbon. The color's Mud Pie 5. The number's 3097. It's like $2 and change for a freaking roll of it at the craft store. Right here. Sold by the spool. There you go. Got your numbers and everything on there in case somebody wants to go get the same style stuff. See, it's not in that shoot me here I am orange either. So you'll get that. You'll cut it to a length, whatever length you want. You'll turn around and you'll put it on your edge like this, and you'll sew it in. I really don't like to 45 my tie outs. I pretty much put them right in line, just like this, when I sew it in, and that way it ties in this corner really good. You know, you don't have to, if you want to get fancy and you want to, you know, cut another piece of nylon, or, you know, if this is 1.2 ounce and, you know, you're going to be on Mount freaking Everest or something and you think your tarp's going to blow away or rip, you know, you can get fancy and put like some 1/9 up here, or you know, a really lightweight cordor to reinforce the corner, you know, and then you could put, you know, a heavier duty, you know, ribbon than this if you wanted to. I mean, you could put 550 cord as your tie out if you wanted to, and you know, if you didn't want to have to go out and spend the money for this and you got a load of 550 cord laying around. I'm going to tell you right now, doing it just like I just